Funny story, the Great Big Fails Adventure. Hey guys, today I'm gonna take you on a wild ride of fails so big that you'll laugh, cringe, and maybe even thank the universe that it didn't happen to you. Sit tight, because this is gonna last a whole hour of madness. Episode 1, The Alarm Clock Disaster. It all started when I decided to be productive. I set 7 alarms. 5 o'clock, 5:05, 5:10, 5:15, and so on. Guess what? My brain took it as a musical concert and snoozed them all. I woke up at 9:45 a.m. Problem? My exam was at 9 o'clock. I ran to the exam hall like Usain Bolt, only to trip on my shoelace halfway. Boom, face plant in front of 50 people. Worst part? Someone clapped like it was a performance. Episode 2, The Kitchen Explosion. Later that week, I thought, okay, let's cook and impress my friends. Step 1, put noodles in pot. Step 2, forget water. Within 5 minutes, the house smelled like burnt regret. I panicked, poured water into the steaming pot, and whoosh, a mini volcano erupted. My friend walked in and just said, "So, are we eating smoke today?" Episode 3, The Presentation Fail. At college, I had to present on the future of technology. I walked in confident, suit and tie, big smile, plugged in my pen drive, opened the file. Instead of my slides, it played my childhood dance video, me in a diaper, shaking to Baby Shark. The professor didn't stop me. He said, "Please continue. This is indeed the future of embarrassment." Episode 4, The Gym Disaster. I joined the gym to get strong. First day, I picked up dumbbells. I lifted them confidently until I sneezed. The dumbbell rolled off and hit the floor with a boom, so loud that even the treadmill stopped. Everyone stared. I panicked and pretended I meant to do it, so I flexed, but my arm cramped instantly. Yes, I became the guy who pulled a muscle while flexing. Episode 5, The Bus Ride of Shame. One day, the bus was crowded. I grabbed a pole and stood tall. Bus braked suddenly, yes. Who did the cha-cha slide into a stranger's lap? Me. The uncle looked at me like I proposed marriage. I jumped up and yelled, "Sorry, brakes failed." But everyone thought I failed instead. That's the first 10 minutes of your Big Fails comedy marathon. The Great Big Fails Adventure Part to 10 to 20 minute. Episode 6, Karaoke Catastrophe. So one night, my friends dragged me into a karaoke bar. I thought, easy, I'll sing like Ed Sheeran. The song started. I opened my mouth, and what came out sounded like a goat crying for help. Someone in the back yelled, "Call the vet, the goat is dying." I was so embarrassed. I tried to run away, but tripped over the mic cable. Yes, I face-planted AGAIN. Episode 7, Fast Food Fumble. Hungry at 2 a.m., I ordered a burger. When it arrived, I grabbed it like treasure. But the first bite, the sauce squirted out the back and landed straight on my white shirt. I panicked, tried to wipe it off, ended up smearing it so much it looked like I'd been stabbed in the chest. People in the shop stared like I was an extra from a crime scene movie. Episode 8, Roller Coaster Mayhem. My friends dared me to ride the biggest roller coaster. I laughed. Ha, no problem. 2 minutes later, I was screaming so loud bats left the area. The worst part? I didn't know they were recording me. Now there's a video online titled, Man Sings Opera on Roller Coaster. Episode 9, Zoom Fail. During online class, I forgot to mute my mic. Teacher asked, does everyone understand the topic? Meanwhile, I was shouting at my brother, stop eating my fries, you gremlin. Everyone heard. The teacher calmly said, thank you. Very insightful. Episode 10, The Surprise Gone Wrong. I wanted to surprise my best friend on his birthday. Plan, jump out of the closet and yell happy birthday. Reality, I waited too long inside the closet, sneezed loudly, and scared his grandma instead. She screamed, hit me with a slipper, and yelled, who hid a thief in my house? Let's just say, not the party I imagined. Episode 11, Bike Fail. I borrowed a bike to look cool. Problem, I didn't know how to change gears. I pedaled too hard, chain popped off, and I flew forward like Superman. Instead of saving the world, I saved the ground by landing on it. Kids nearby clapped, not for my skill, but for the crash replay. Episode 12, Gaming Fail. I bragged to my cousin, watch me win this battle royale. 5 seconds into the game, I accidentally pressed exit. Game over. He just stared at me and said, wow, record-breaking world's shortest survival. Alright, let's dive into part 3, 20 to 30 minutes of your 1-hour Big Fails funny story. We've already survived 20 minutes of chaos. Now it's time for the next level of fails. The Great Big Fails Adventure, part 3 to 20 to 30 minute. Episode 13, Swimming Pool Shame. I wanted to impress people at the pool. I shouted, watch this dive. Ran, jumped, but forgot it was the shallow end. Smack. Belly flopped so loud, it echoed across the city. A kid nearby whispered, is he okay? Or is he a pancake now? Episode 14, Dog Park Disaster. I thought dogs loved me. I went to pet a fluffy one. Instead of licking me, he stole my sandwich and ran. I chased him like a cartoon character. Problem? Every other dog joined the chase. So yes, I became the leader of a dog marathon in the park. Episode 15, Shopping Cart Fail. At the supermarket, I leaned on a cart casually, but it wasn't my cart. A random old lady yelled, thief! I panicked, tried to explain, but my shoe slipped on a tomato, and I fell right into a stack of toilet paper rolls. Boom, avalanche of tissues everywhere. Episode 16, Movie Theater Madness. I sneaked in popcorn to save money. During a quiet, emotional scene in the movie, I accidentally sat on the popcorn bag. Crunch! Everyone turned their heads. One guy whispered loudly, bro, the popcorn has a louder storyline than the fill. Episode 17, Airport Fail. At the airport security check, the scanner beeped. I thought it was my belt, so I removed it. Nope, still beeped. They told me, sir, it's your phone. Meanwhile, my pants almost fell down in front of 100 people. Yes, I became that guy holding his pants while explaining to security. Episode 18, Basketball Ups. I was playing basketball. Ball came to me. I dribbled once, twice, then tripped over my own shoe. Fell down, but the ball bounced off my head and actually scored a point. Crowd cheered, not for skill, but for pure accident. Episode 19, Soda Explosion. Hot day, I opened a soda can, but I forgot I'd been shaking it in my bag while running. The can exploded like fireworks all over my white clothes. People thought I'd just lost a paintball fight. Episode 20, Cat Fail. I saw a cat stuck on a tree. Hero mode activated. Don't worry, kitty. I'll save you. I climbed up. The cat jumped down safely by itself. Meanwhile, I was stuck on the tree like a confused panda. Firefighters had to help me down. Now the cat walks past my house every day like, loser. Boom. That's another 10 minutes of comedy gold done. We're now at 30 minutes. Total halfway to your 1 hour. Big fails show. Funny story. Big fails part for 30 to 40 minute. Episode 21. Texting trouble. One night I tried to be smooth and text my crush good night, but my clumsy fingers and evil autocorrect teamed up, and the message became good fight. She instantly replied, "Are you challenging me to a duel?" I panicked, tried to correct it, but accidentally sent a boxing glove emoji again. At that point, I just gave up and accepted my title as the dumbest romantic in history. Episode 22, The Salty Cake. I decided to surprise my family by baking a cake. I followed the recipe carefully, or at least I thought I did. Turns out, I had replaced sugar with salt. Everyone gathered, excited, and after the first bite, the room went silent. My brother spit it out dramatically, my mom ran for water, and my grandma calmly said, "Congratulations, you've created punishment food." My cake became less dessert, more weapons. Episode 23, Rooftop Selfie, Disaster. Wanting to look like an influencer, I leaned too far over the rooftop edge for that perfect shot. Just as I struck a pose, my phone slipped from my hand, bounced once on the edge, and then plop landed right on the roof of a passing taxi. The driver looked up, raised my phone like Simba in The Lion King, and yelled, "Thanks for the free upgrade." Meanwhile, I stood there, too embarrassed to admit it was mine. Episode 24, The Bed of Doom. Late at night, I decided to jump on my bed like a rock star. Big mistake. The old wooden frame cracked in half the moment I landed, and I sank into the mattress like it was a trapdoor. My legs stuck up like a cartoon character, and my mom rushed in asking if there was an earthquake. From that day on, my bed wasn't a bed anymore, it became a family joke. The Bed of Doom. Episode 25, Pizza Tragedy. Hungry and excited, I rushed to grab my pizza delivery. I ran too fast, slipped on the tile, and the pizza box flew out of my hands in perfect slow motion. It flipped twice in the air before landing face down on the floor. Before I could save it, my kid jumped in and claimed the prize. The delivery guy was still at the door watching, probably wondering if he should laugh or cry for me. Episode 26, Spider Fail. At the climbing gym, I felt unstoppable. I started climbing and shouted, "I am Spider-Man." But the universe humbled me. In 5 seconds I slipped, spun upside down, and got stuck dangling like a confused bat. The instructor laughed and said, "More like Spider Fail." Even the kids in the corners started chanting it. That was the day my superhero career ended. Episode 27, Escalator Oops. At the mall, I walked onto the escalator with total confidence, imagining myself in a music video. After walking for 2 minutes straight, I noticed I was sweating, but not moving an inch. Yep, I was proudly climbing the down escalator. People stopped to watch, laughing like it was live entertainment. My cousin filmed the whole thing, and now it's probably somewhere on TikTok. Funny story. Big fails, part 540 to 50 minute. Episode 29. The wrong call. I answered the phone thinking it was my friend. I shouted, "Yo bro, where's my money?" Turns out it was my teacher. He just said, "See me tomorrow." Episode 30. Gym show off. At the gym I tried lifting heavy weights to impress people. Halfway up, I let out the loudest fart. The whole gym stopped. Someone even clapped. Episode 31. Wrong Zoom meeting. I joined a Zoom call and started talking about my cat for 2 minutes straight. Then I realized it was my boss's meeting, not my friend's. Episode 32. Fancy restaurant fail. I went to a fancy restaurant and tried to act classy. I picked up the soup and sipped it loudly like tea. Everyone stared while the waiter shook his head. Episode 33. The wrong door. In public, I confidently pushed a glass door. It didn't open. I kept pushing harder until someone said, "Pull, genius." I laughed but cried inside.